Well, hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna talk to you about some products that I was disappointed by and products that are usually highly praised by other YouTubers and influencers and like beauty gurus, whatever. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, I want to put out a small disclaimer first. I still have these products and I cannot get rid of them. Yes, I have attachment issues to my makeup, but still, if it was really crap, I just wouldn't keep it at all. There's a reason why I'm keeping these products, mainly the fact that I'm always willing to give a second chance to a product, to try it again, try it differently. My skin changes sometimes, my taste changes, so I'm not saying any of these products are bad. I'm just saying that whenever I tried these, they didn't quite deliver the way I expected them to. So now that this is out of the way, let's get started. The first thing I have, and I know it's a surprise, but let me go on. It's the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, I don't dislike it, and I've actually used it recently, and I like it more now. The reason why I wanted to include this in the list today is also to kind of tell you to keep an open mind about a product when you first try it, and definitely try different combinations of products together. Don't just disregard a product thinking I was lied to, this doesn't work, I hate it. Just give it some time and some thought. And so that is what this means to me. It's really to just keep going, keep trying a product, not to like it for the sake of it because, oh, everyone likes it, so I feel the need to like it as well, which sometimes can happen, but just because, I bought you, so I'm gonna try real hard to make you work. And so the first few times I tried this, I don't remember which foundation it was with. I think one of them was a NYX foundation, which was not working for me. I don't remember exactly, but I tried them a few times in the beginning and it didn't work. What I mean is that, okay, so it's a gripping primer. So it's supposed to grip on your makeup so that your makeup stays put on your face, which is great to make it last longer. However, the issue I was having is that, so I would apply that primer and then I would go in with my beauty blender with a foundation. But instead of the foundation sticking to my primer on my face, my primer would go back to my sponge and stick to my sponge. It was just weird. It was doing a weird mix. I don't know what was up with that. I tried this again and again, and I think I found the way to make it work, and for me at least, and it's to really let it dry. Let it sink into your skin. And I prefer, when I apply a foundation on top of this, I prefer to use a brush. Because I feel like when I use a sponge, there's always the possibility, because the sponge does absorb some product. It's just, yeah, I'd rather go on the, safe route and just apply my foundation with a brush. That way I have no issue. It does make your makeup last longer and hold on to your face. So this is a good product, okay? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I wanted to put this in here because if you had asked me like 8 months ago, I would have told you, hell no, don't buy this. And now I've kind of changed my mind. The second product on the list is the Born This Way foundation from Too Faced. This, it seems like it's a staple in a makeup lover collection. I don't hate it. It's not that, oh, it's patchy or it's dry or it's oily or it's not, it doesn't do anything that bad. It's just, there are foundations that when I put on, I can have a very straightforward opinion on them. And there's foundations that I really like and I can tell, okay, I see the positives of that foundation. Whenever I wear this, I'm not having, oh my God, a terrible makeup day, but I'm also not having a particularly good one. So I don't hate this, and I still have it because I want to keep on using it. The foundations I gravitate towards are more either full coverage foundation, matte foundation, full coverage, like the Huda I have on today, that's like, bam, a mask on your skin, or more lightweight, hydrating, glowy foundation. This is not a full coverage matte foundation. They actually released a matte version of this, but this is also not that natural looking. It kind of falls right in the middle, which I guess that's the whole point, and that's what people like about this product. I don't know, but for me, I don't know, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm not that excited by it. It feels like a staple product that I was convinced I was gonna like, and yeah, not so much. Next up, I have this powder from Makeup Forever. This is the Ultra HD Micro Finishing Loose Powder. This is very, very finely milled. Typically, these kinds of powders, okay, they're super soft. They give you such a soft feel to the skin. The flashback on this is insane. Honestly, you don't even need the flash to have the flashback effect. That's how bad it is. It's so white. It is very, very white. And I love the way that the powder is milled. I love the effect of it, but like, it's white. It's very white. And I should try this again, but I know that if I ever wear this again, I will not take pictures that day. Or in fact, I will take a picture and I will show you that I'm not crazy. But I mean, I already know I'm not crazy, because even though this is such a classic product, this is something that a lot of people have talked about in regards to the flashback. This is not something where, you know, I'm disagreeing with most people. This is actually a common complaint. Next up, and this is two products in one, I have the Laguna bronzer and the Orgasm blush from NARS. I don't have these products in a full size, thank God, because that would be a waste. I can't get rid of it because, again, such staple products. They're a part, I mean, especially the Orgasm blush, it's part of makeup history. I don't feel like getting rid of it, you know? Here's my issue. The Laguna bronzer is, I don't know, there's a little bit of a shine to it that I don't necessarily appreciate. It's, the last time I used it, I felt like it didn't blend that well. It's just not my favorite. My biggest issue is with the Orgasm blush, which again, I know it's a staple, it's a cult favorite. It is beautiful. I mean, when you look at it like that, it's very, very pretty, you know? It's coral with a little bit of golden shimmers in it. It's beautiful. On my cheeks, however, no, no. I'm not opposed to having slightly shiny blushes. A soft sheen in a blush is okay. This, however, is just, it's way, way too shiny, and the way like the gold reflects, you see, the base color is very pretty, and the gold makes it look a bit more coral, and I love a coral blush. But I mean, it just, I don't think it looks flattering, honestly. And it's not even, you know how sometimes I can see a product on someone and think, oh, that looks beautiful, but on me, it just doesn't give the same effect. This is something who does that look good on? I'm sure there's people, because it's been sold like crazy, but I don't know. It's just so golden. So yeah, the Orgasm blush, I know it's a classic, but it's not on my face that often. Next up, I have the Nudestix Bondi Bay All Over Face Color. This is a bronzer. I still need to try it out. This was recommended by a bunch of YouTubers. Yeah, quite a few of them. And because it was recommended like so often, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. I really don't know how I feel about it. The first time I used it, okay, first of all, I made a huge mistake because I put it right on my face, which I don't like doing with any sticks. I don't know why. I thought this time I will like it. I don't. And then I tried using this brush. Oh god, no. Like, no. It was, everything moved. It removed everything off of my face. Let's just say that. Now, I then used it by, you know, dipping a brush into this and then applying it to my face. I still felt like it moved a bit of my foundation underneath. So I'm not sure about it. It didn't feel like it was as smooth as I expected. This is quite a creamy formula, and maybe it's a bit too creamy for my taste, and so it moves a bit too much. I'm not giving up on this. Like, this is going to be the same battle as my Milk Hydro Grip base. I'm gonna try and try and try again until I find a way to make it work, because there's no way this is a dud. I'm sure it's amazing. I just need to make it work. Okay, next up I have the brow blades from Urban Decay. I should say that I have the hardest time finding the correct shades for my brows. It's like, it's always the same issue. So I have the shade Taupe Trap and Neutral Nana. Here's the thing. So this is Taupe Trap. So you have on one side, you have a pencil, which I find honestly to be quite dry, but okay. And then you have a liner, which is pretty good. The color of this doesn't work. Like, this is green. That just looks so green. And then when you look at Neutral Nana, same thing. You have the pencil and the liner. You see? Again, it looks yellow. This looked like it might work for me, but this is too green, and this seems a little bit more of an okay color, but this is way too dark. It's just, I can't seem to find a way to make this work. This might be simply a problem of shade, but I already bought two. You know, I'm not gonna go ahead and buy another one. I thought the concept of having both a liner and a pencil was quite a good idea. It's just, there's something in the execution that just doesn't really work for me. Something's wrong about this. I don't know what it is. I know it's a product that a lot of people enjoy. Yeah, the colors are just a little off to me. Next up, I have two mascaras, small size mascaras, again, thank God. This, I actually had a full size version of it, but I threw it out. This is the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. Okay, the brush looks nice. This gives me raccoon eyes, and I don't usually get these. And I'm not super difficult when it comes to mascaras falling a little bit. I feel like it's just like a foundation and a concealer at one point is going to crease a little bit in your smile lines. I feel like a mascara at some point is gonna fall a little bit on your face. You know, that's bound to happen when you put your makeup on at 8 a.m. and you keep it until the end of the day. It's gonna happen. It's fine. You know, just touch up and remove the little bits, and that's fine. So I don't mind if I have a few little flakes of mascara I need to get rid of, or if, you know, I have a bit of a black thing going on here, it's fine. This, however, I'm like, raccoon eyes. Like, that's exactly what it is. And I remember I had a colleague when I was working at Sephora. She loved it. She was wearing it every day and she didn't have an issue with it. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? I've tried this again. I am willing to try it again, which is why I'm keeping it. I know this is gonna end up all over here, and like I said, as much as I'm not very difficult, if there's a bit of mascara here and there, like this is just too much. Like this is really all over my face and I cannot take it. The roller lash mascara is actually a different kind of issue. Again, this is a favorite of a lot of people, and I'm like, there's nothing is happening. It does nothing for my lashes. Okay, first of all, the silicone brushes, I must say, are not my favorite. I do have the Chanel one, which is the volume from Chanel, which is a silicone brush that I love, 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 love. But generally speaking, not a fan of these. I like the fact that it's curved. I like the fact that the bristles are very, very, very tiny. I actually love to apply this on my bottom lashes. It really doesn't do much. It doesn't do much. And I have long lashes. I can't complain about my lashes. But it's just, there's nothing going on. I don't really get it. Next up, and this is probably the thing that really bothers me the most. I feel like all the makeup I just showed you, I know their downsides, and I can, if I really want to, make them work in one way or another. This, however, is hopeless, and yet I still keep it. I actually use another one of these today. Go figure. This is a Jouer brush. A little bit of a background story here. A couple of years ago, it was a couple of years ago, I was visiting my then boyfriend in Paris, and I went to the Sephora store on the Champs-Élysées, and I picked up a bunch of things, including a set of brushes from Jouer. It was like, I don't know, I think 120 euros, something like that. It was kind of pricey, but I had heard about Jouer brushes for so long, and I have a thing for brushes, let me say that. I definitely have a thing for brushes, and I wanted to have a nice set of brushes. So I bought the set. There were both brushes for the face and for the eyes. I came back to Belgium, of course, and I didn't use them for a while because at that time I was reorganizing my makeup station, which happens every now and then. And so I had put all my makeup in a suitcase in my bedroom. It was a mess. And so I only had a few items that I was using on the daily. I was working at that time, I was teaching. And I have this weird thing, which I'm getting better at it now, but I have this weird thing where if I have something very special that I want to use and to try, I'm gonna wait for a very special moment. I'm gonna make sure I can go all the way in, you know? And so for a long time, for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I didn't want to use these brushes. I was like, no, I want to use them once everything is set up in my makeup corner, and I don't know, it was weird. And so I finally used them, and this one in particular, there's two of them actually. This is the 101 Luxe Face Definer and the 105 Luxe Highlight. This one I like to use for under my eye area, and this for bronzing my face. My issue is all right, you see what I mean? This is my favorite bronzer brush, okay? I have a couple others that are somewhat similar. They're not the same. This is my favorite one. But I can't use it because when I apply my bronzer, I end up with a bunch of bristles on my face. And what bothers me is that I've never had this issue before. I have bought very cheap brushes I've never had this issue. I clean my brushes regularly. I clean them well. I don't go too hard on them. I don't let, well, I try as much as possible not to let water inside the brush. I've never had this issue, like ever. So I felt so disappointed because for me it was, other than my MAC brushes, it was the first time I was buying a set of more high-end brushes, let's say of a brand that is known for their high quality brushes. And so that's why I'm so disappointed. I still use them though. Proof is I use this today. But I know when I use it, I love the way it applies my makeup, but I know I'm gonna get frustrated because I'm gonna have a bunch of bristles on my face, which I know you're gonna tell me it's fine, you can just remove them, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but that was expensive. That was expensive, and that was something I don't know, there was a stamp of quality on these in my mind. Like, I have a Sephora brush that's like very, very cheap, and it's better than this. How come? I have a Primark brush. See? It doesn't lose the bristles. Primark, for crying out loud. This is Zoeva. They're supposed to have good brushes, which is why it's so frustrating. It's especially frustrating because, like I said, I was expecting so much from them, and I know sometimes when you get higher expectations, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. But it's not even like, oh, yeah, it's a brush. It's a brush like any other. It's not a big deal. No, it's actually bad. It's actually bad. It's falling apart. It has lost countless bristles. They're everywhere now. I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. I must say though, there were other brushes within the set. Like the eye brushes are fine. The other face brushes are fine. I actually have this one. This is the 102 silk finish. I love using this one. It's really good. I'm not saying all of Zoeva brushes are bad. Maybe I just got unlucky and I fell on a bad batch, but yeah, like I said, I know it's not an issue with me. I know I didn't do anything wrong and it happened right away. You know, it's not like, oh, maybe you did get some water inside of these and you didn't pay attention. No. This problem has always been there. And yet, you see, I just put this back in my collection. I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'm going to use it again. Because, I don't know, I'm a masochist? Who knows? Okay, so that is it for my makeup fails, I guess you would say, products that I'm not really a fan of. I'm thinking maybe one of these days I'm gonna go back to this list and wear all of them together and see if I still dislike them or not, and see if I can find new ways to make them work. Because like I said, I'm not about to get rid of these ever, probably. So I'm gonna have to find a way to make them work. And I will, of course, film it and we'll see the results. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe. It is free. It's also no commitment. You can subscribe and unsubscribe if you change your mind later, but you know, just subscribe for now. And I will see you guys later. Bye.